Hello and welcome to Sharon Local History. In this video, I will introduce you to Walpole Historical Society, which recently few of us from Sharon Historical Society visited. So town of Walpole is right next door and our histories are connected. Walpole Historical Society is in the Deacon Willard Lewis house, which is beautiful property and it's definitely full of treasures, as you will see. It is on right in the center of town on 33 West Street. It's easy to find, easy to park. This is an old map where you can see the property. This is the house where the museum is located. As you can see, it's pretty incredible that they actually kept the building because there is new development all around. You can see the view of the little church and the commons. It's easy to find, easy to park, and I would like to encourage you to visit because it is really full of treasures. There are so many things about the history of Walpole. So when you enter the building, you will see this beautiful staircase going up. I also took a little video from upstairs. It's pretty incredible. That's the first parlor. The society is collecting all sorts of treasures. So when people donate items, they try to preserve them and store them and do exhibits. The building actually used to be a doctor's office at one point. There is lots of connection to Bird family as well as the Lewis family. However, I'm not an expert. I just visited and I took a bunch of short videos and I want to share with you because we are members of, yes, Sharon Historical Society. We were able to even sneak into few places that are not open for public. We came for a little private tour and Anne-Marie was incredible guide for us. And here is the second large front room on the right side with different exhibits. Again, incredible collection of all sorts. Even just those two front rooms I showed you are a little museum by itself, and I would recommend anybody who lives in Walpole or in the area, or if you have visitors, pop by the museum, you can organize special tour or you can visit during their open hours, which I believe are Saturdays 1 to 4. As you can see, there is so much to see, amazing collection of items from the past. Anne-Marie shared many plans and future exhibits. This is an exhibit on clothing, and it was really fun that she showed us all the pieces. The little things on the right side are clips for shoes, incredible crochet handbag. So that's a new exhibit that's coming up. That is probably the best part about the museum, that it's not just one theme, but you can find so many different exhibits that any visitor will find something to admire, appreciate, and learn about. A really great collection. Here is a room that they use as research room and partially archives. It's really nice that the members have good place to store all the documents. Yes, we are in digital age and yes, we can scan them and digitize everything. However, the paper traces are real documents that we want to keep for future generations. And of course, there's tons of work to do, and the society will appreciate help from new volunteers. So if you love history and you are considering helping out, please do reach out to Anne-Marie or the board of Walpole Historical Society. They have another room right next door, which is another meeting place. Look at this piece of furniture. How incredible is this? And they also have a little gift shop where you can purchase items related to Walpole. And here they have a little kitchen. It's always nice to offer a refreshment or at least a cup of tea or coffee during meetings. Here are some of the artifacts at the museum. Here is Grumpy Gentleman number 1. Here is Grumpy Gentleman number 2. I'm joking, sorry, I have no idea who the people are. Here is a little gift shop. There are many items for sale, from magnets to books, maps, and some incredible photography. Definitely please pop by and purchase some of the gifts, as it is one of the biggest fundraisers for the Walpole Historical Society. Here are some incredible pictures. So that's Deacon Willard Lewis House. So that's the building, that's where the museum is right now. It's pretty cool to see how the building itself changed over the years. Here is a little table with membership forms and a donation jar. To become a member of Walpole Historical Society is the best way you can support them. It's a membership per year. However, you will receive other updates and ways you can get involved if you wish to. So please do consider becoming a member. And here is the incredible room we were able to sneak in. Not sneak in, we were allowed to come because we are also archivists. So this is the room upstairs that the society uses as archives. As you can see, again, tons and tons of paperwork organized and ready to be used for future research and exhibits. It is really well organized. I'm quite impressed, but I can only imagine how much work is needed. So if looking at all those items and file folders and all the documents makes you excited, please do become a member. You will be trained to become archivist, and you can join in any other ways, helping with exhibits and such. There are definitely many opportunities for volunteers, and I do admit it's incredibly exciting to go through all this stuff and find connection to your own town, which is Walpole in this case. If you have any items that are history related to Walpole history, please do consider popping by and chatting with the docents at the museum. They will most likely be very glad to accept it and add it to their collection. So please don't ever throw away old documents and artifacts. Thank you. The best part about donating items with historical value is that they will be shared with many people once they are displayed at the museum or digitized and posting on the website. So yes, please do always remember to show the items to the docents. Thank you. And here is another area that's waiting for future displays. Here's another smaller room with this incredible piece of furniture, I guess for storing maps. Or perhaps it's a typist drawers. Well, time to find out next time you visit. In this room, they have a little exhibit about clothing and hats. They have a bunch of wedding dresses and old-fashioned dresses that are waiting to be displayed properly. Basically, it's really, 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 really room full of treasures and it's pretty incredible to walk by. So this is open to public, and yes, you can view that. Oh, this is the tiniest room in the house. Little room, probably 4x4 with 3 doors. There is another room with all sorts of exhibits. I will make another shorter video just to give you kind of shorter idea. But I wanted to give you idea what everything is in there, because Walpole Historical Society as well as Sharn Historical Society, we kind of would like to have more visitors, and we would like people to know more about us. We all love history, and we feel that everybody can appreciate history as well. This room is dedicated to schools in general, and education. There was a famous school called Stone School, so a bunch of the artifacts came from that school. Those desks are pretty cool. I'm sure some of you remember sitting in them. Collection of antique crypts. Those pictures are pretty incredible. So those are graduates from school. Basically all the students were at the same time. That's from the school band. I love those models. Pretty amazing, right? That is something that's definitely appreciated by kids and adults as well. I tried to peek in. That didn't work. Yeah, I just wanted to show you how much there is to see. So even if you feel like, oh, I've been there once already, I'm sure if you come second time you will appreciate something else. You don't have to visit the whole property and see all the exhibits at once. You can kind of do it room by room. The admission is free, however, Walpole Historical Society appreciates any donations. And once again, if you do find any photographs or artifacts that are school related, kids related, please do bring them, because those things are pretty valuable for future, to keep for future generations. My kids really enjoyed this exhibit. It was very interesting for them. Thank you. So this is the staircase that I showed you on beginning. It's pretty incredible. I love the shape. I love how practical it is and how beautiful it is. There is a nice view of the center of town. This room is again full of collection of many items. Every one of them can tell a story. Collection of eyewear and glasses. There were a few native artifacts in this room. Some of the items are truly antique, some of them are older, and many of us can relate to them in some way, either remember our grandparents using them or parents. Some of us are still using antique items because they are well built. What an incredible bag. There are many photographs and pictures. I am sorry, I am not very familiar with the families in Walpole, and I don't really want to give you too much detail because I don't know enough simply. Lots of household items and memorabilia. This is the entrance to the attic. That's not for public really, but we were able to get in. Anne-Marie was willing to show us the attic, which is used as a storage right now. So there are many Christmas items as well as clothing and those mannequins. The fun fact Anne-Marie shared with us is that it is very hard to find mannequins that will fit the dresses because the ladies and girls back then had very small waists. Well, if there's a ghost in this building, I am sure it's hiding somewhere in this attic, right? Again, if you enjoy clothing, this is a fantastic opportunity for volunteering. Please do join society. Thank you. This is my favorite room, which is the basement, favorite space rather, which is in the basement. When you enter, you basically can get lost there. There's so much to see, some really incredible items, and as I mentioned, basically anything that's kind of historical is stored there. Many people, when they are unfortunately demolishing old buildings, they do try to donate items that they find. There's the famous bottling company, tons and tons of incredible bottles in those cool wooden crates. There is a collection of milk bottles as well as cast iron for cooking and other household items, glass bottles for medicine that were very popular, and I'm sure many people who live in historic homes and are cleaning up their properties, they will find them. I think those were for hats. There are more items from different industries that were in Walpole. I believe there was a very popular hat industry. That's the staircase from a famous tavern that used to be in Walpole. Here you can see more items and tools. And this is the incredible Beehive Stove that is in the basement. That's the back of it. These type of ovens were used in Middle Ages in Europe, and they become very popular in United States and America during the Industrial Revolution. They were used for cooking and baking, making cakes and different pies, meat, as well as industry actually. I think for making tiles and turning coal into coke, I think. This one is gorgeous, beautiful, incredible. And here is the third large room in the basement. By the way, it's super. Basement is horrible word because it is really finished basement, really nice and dry. Dehumidifier is on in the summer. It's well preserved, and it does offer extra room for exhibits, and the items are protected. Like right here, you can see the pieces, the gravestones from the local graveyard. It is so nice that the Walpole Historical Society has got a place to store this. That's one of the biggest struggles, the lack of storage for all of our societies. So I'm very grateful that they actually take good care of all those items and are able to store it. And please do visit and come see it and admire for yourself. And that is my favorite room for sure. If you like old treasures, this is the place to be. That on the left side is actually an alarm from the old fire station, I believe. Um, don't take my word for it, please go see it for yourself. Many farming tools, and those are old nails, pretty incredible. The farming tools as well as other tools and equipment. Those are incredible old planks of wood. And this room is filled with many. Do you see the carving? Very incredible. I'm so glad that they are keeping it safely and for future generations. This sign of Walpole is amazing. I'm not sure exactly where it came from, but it's beautiful. There are many more signs from different companies, and I love how they display them. The basement is, I call it the basement, it's really the lower level, which is nice and dry. So we are still in the basement and we are still admiring many, many, many items. I just really want to let you know that there's so much to see that one day is not enough, one visit is not enough. So plan well, and perhaps one visit you can do upstairs and another time downstairs. Um, as I mentioned before, everybody can find something that interests them. It's a really fun place to be at. And it does make us appreciate what we have now. I cannot imagine cooking on that large stove. Wearing a skirt, by the way, very, very wide skirt. Here is a joke my son found upstairs. That does it, John. I refuse to let the city tear down the old town hall. They are destroying our heritage. I'll write letters. I'll organize a protest. What's with Mom? She just joined the Hysterical Society. Ho ho ho. Okay, this is the end of the video. I was not planning to make it 26 minutes, but there's so much to see and I needed to share it. Here is the link to the website. Please feel free to visit it. Here is a membership form, so you can become member. There are different levels of membership. So thank you for watching this video, and thank you Walpole Historical Society for having us, and most of all thank you to Anne-Marie for giving us a tour. Thank you.